All right, we are live. Yo, 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 what is good, YouTube? What is good, gamers? It is your boy Lincoln Clay coming back at you with another live stream. Go ahead, do me a favor, smash that like button and help spread my content out to a wider audience. I would really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the bell icon to stay notified when I put out content. I would appreciate that as well. I would also like to welcome aboard new subscribers. We picked up a few new subscribers this week. I really appreciate that. Thanks for supporting the channel. Let me see here. Give me a second so I can switch to my page, switch to my live stream. Thanks for supporting the channel. Okay, and the comment section is open, so feel free to jump in with your comments. I do not plan on being on very long. This stream more or less is about tomorrow's podcast. So I will get to that, right now. Tomorrow's guest on what I'm calling the Lincoln Show is going to be none other than King Thrash Gaming. It has been confirmed. I spoke to him about an hour or two ago, and it has been confirmed he will be on the show tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. So you don't want to miss that. I originally planned to, push the podcast with King Thrash back a little bit, because I figured, save the best for last. He's my favorite YouTuber. But now is the perfect time to go ahead and do this. And rather than surprise everybody like I've done with the last two guests, I wanted everybody to know up front who I'm going to be bringing on the show tomorrow. So hopefully make preparations for it. Set aside some time to watch it. You definitely don't want to miss this. He speaks his mind. So, and that's what made him my favorite YouTuber. So you definitely don't want to miss tomorrow's show. And so I wanted to talk about that first and make sure everybody was aware of it. And then normally I don't like to stream this late. It's already 10 o'clock here Eastern time. And I usually go to bed at about midnight because I have to be at work at 6 in the morning. But I definitely wanted to get it out there that King Thrash was going to be the guest. So I had to do this live stream. I'm not planning on being on very long, half hour, 45 minutes at the most, because I need to get some time in. I got out of work, took a long ass nap, got up, went straight to the gym. Now I'm home, so now I'm eating, having a Caesar salad and a protein shake, since I'm on a little bit of a diet right now. Since I'm reducing the amount of calories that I'm taking in, I've got to try to increase the amount of protein that I'm taking in to try to maintain my muscle mass. And that's just how it works, when you're working out. I've come to find out that when I weighed 225 pounds, I had a little bit of a belly. I was bigger, I was stronger, but a guy at work around that time told me I looked like I pulled trucks, because my face was a little bit fat and stuff like that. And then I went on a diet. The owner of our gym is a bodybuilder. He's a former Mr. Grand Rapids. And he put me on a diet, and I went from 225 pounds down to 198. Now, I looked a lot better at 198, but I didn't like how much size I had lost. So now, I'm on a diet again, but now I'm trying to find that fine balance. I'm trying to lose enough weight, to make the belly disappear a little bit, but still hang on to my mass. So I've been on a diet now for about 3 weeks. So now I went from 215 pounds down to 208 pounds. So I probably only plan on losing about another 4 or 5 pounds or something like that, go down to about 203 and maintain it. That is a weight where, I'll lose some more fat, but, still be able to hang on to some of my muscle. There's still a trade-off. I'm still going to lose a little, I've still lost a slight bit of size. It's just the way it is. When it comes to losing weight, when it comes to putting on weight, you can't target one area. And, it all goes on, it all goes off. That's just the way it is. And so, I'll touch on that again, in a little bit because I did want to give a couple of tips, in terms of losing weight or bulking up, whatever you want to do. So also, I definitely want to take a moment to thank Sick Humor TV. Um, he gave us the use of his facilities, his channel, more or less. He let us host a roundtable podcast from his channel. It was a pretty good podcast, and I definitely want to thank him. I can't thank him enough. Not only was it a good podcast, I've actually picked up 5 subscribers. I woke up this morning and saw that I picked up 5 more subscribers, so I really appreciate that. Let me see. I want to make sure I get his name right because I really appreciate it when people subscribe to my channel and they leave a message behind where they found me on announcing their support for the channel. So I have a Mark Woodland. He was the one of my most recent subscribers. He sent me a message, said he found me through the Roundtable podcast that we did yesterday. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy the content. And to the other subscribers, I appreciate your support as well. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. We had a slight buffer there. Hopefully not too much got missed. But again, thank you so much to Sick Humor TV for the use of his channel, letting us host a roundtable podcast. Can't thank him enough for that. It was a pretty good podcast. And while I'm speaking of Sick Humor TV, he is on a journey right now. He's getting in some cardio, burning calories, and he hit a certain number. So congratulations on that. Keep up the hard work, man. Any questions you got, I'll be happy to answer them. I'm not certified personal trainer or anything like that, but I can definitely, um, tell you from my experience what I went through. It was definitely a very long journey for me because I've been working out, off and on for about 20 shit. I think I was about 25 when I first started working out. And then I got, kind of serious about it the next year. So, give it more or less, I've been working out off and on for about 25 years. And and I was only about 125 pounds when I first started working out, and then one of the reasons why it took so long for me to get where I'm at is because I worked my ass off, the first 5-6 years in the gym. I didn't know about, plateaus, how to deal with them. I've been told over and over again, you got to change your routine, do this, do that. And I did what I was told. But the big problem was that I expected to wake up and see the results the next morning. And I mean that literally. And it just doesn't work that way. I reached a point where I set a goal for myself at the time that I was gaining mass. I thought I could hit 200 pounds, within 6 months. I think at the time I weighed 169 pounds, and I gave myself about 6 months. 6 months came around, I was about 179 pounds. So I had put on about 10 pounds, which didn't sound like much, but being that most of it was muscle, it was actually a good feat. But because I didn't see 200 on that scale, like I became frustrated. I quit. I was out of the gym for about 10 years. And then about 6 years ago, something happened to me that made me get back into the gym, um, gave me focus like never before. And I figured that, at 45 years old, going back into the gym, this may be your last chance because when you get into your 50s, your body may not respond. So I said, I'm going in there. and I'm going to give it my all. I'm not going to quit no matter what happens, no matter how many plateaus I hit, no matter how many times it seems like I'm hitting a brick wall, nothing's progressing. I'm not going to quit, because one thing is for certain, that if you quit, you're going to lose what you did gain. So because of that, um, my focus has been more intense at times, but through it all, I never lost the focus. I don't drink. It's going on 6 years since I had a drink. It was a decision that I made once I got back into the gym, um, because you go by a house and you see a bunch of people sitting up on the porch drinking, and somebody hands you a beer or something like that, and you crack that beer open, you're not going to make it to the gym. And I didn't want to find myself going down that road, so I made a decision to quit drinking. So it wasn't about, um, I didn't go to any kind of alcohol rehab or got in some kind of car accident or something like that. It was just a decision that I made, and it ended up being a healthy decision. But I made that decision because I thought it was necessary for me to maintain my focus. And so right now, that's more or less my life right now. Um, is work, the gym, and making time for gaming. Yes, I do have my private life, and off YouTube, out of work, whatever. I still have my private life. That part is cool. I have a good support system. Um, my family, my friends, they definitely support my journey in the gym. And those who are aware of my YouTube channel have supported it. I really haven't told my family too much about my YouTube channel, and it's not, because they're not gamers the way I am. Um, I gave my brother the first Xbox One that I bought. I gave it to my brother. He plays it, but not the way I do. He's not a gamer the way I do. He does play it, and then whenever he has a little get together, friends come over, whatever, playing cards, dominoes, whatever, then he's got the Xbox going, and they playing Madden, 2K. And so, I know I'm, going all over the place a little bit, but I'll try to get back to what I was saying. But so going back to sick humor, just good luck on your journey, my friend. Keep up the hard work. I know it's going to be some peaks and valleys, but keep fighting the fight, because I'm doing the same thing. I got knocked down about, a few more pounds myself. And then from there, I got to maintain it. I got to take in enough food to maintain my mass, but not eat so much of it that I end up getting a belly again. So, so getting these next, 5, 6, 7 pounds off is just part of the battle. And then from there, I got to maintain it. So, but moving on to some other, just there's not really much news today. um I originally did not plan on doing the podcast today, but I did it because I wanted to make sure everybody knows that Thrash is going to be a guest tomorrow. But I figure while I'm already on, I figure I'll throw a couple little tidbits out there. And besides, there's really not much news today. The only news that's really going on today is that we finally got a confirmed date for the release of Spider-Man. And I guess that game is going to release September 7th. For the most part, a lot of people are happy about it. There are some people who are a little bit disappointed that the game's not coming out sooner, but all in all, they're still looking forward to the game. Um, I'm fine with the release date because they've got enough. They're going to have enough exclusives to keep us busy till then. We still got God of War coming up, and then I got to take this one game at a time. I got to worry about God of War before I start worrying about Spider-Man. I got to worry about God of War before I start worrying about Detroit Become Human. Looking forward to all those games. In a perfect world, all those games would be dropped in my lap right now. But it would turn into a backlog situation. So it's best that these games are getting stretched out the way they are. So, so with that being said, the September release date for Spider-Man, I'm cool with that. I'm still playing MLB The Show. I'm still enjoying that. I'm still enjoying GT Sport. I mean, right now that's mostly what I'm playing, and and I'm having a ball with that. So as far as that goes, if you like MLB the show, mostly I'm playing a lot of head to head games. Um, so if you want to play against me head to head on MLB the show, um, hit me up on PlayStation, send me a friend request. And if you happen to catch me online on MLB the show, if I'm not already involved in the game, feel free to send me an invite and we can play. I had a really intense game yesterday. I played a game of MLB the show yesterday, and this game went 17 innings, and I ended up winning that game 2-1. And um, I ended up winning that game on a wild pitch. There was bases loaded, and the pitcher uncorked a wild pitch, couldn't handle it, and I was able to score from third, and that ended it because the way the game was going, I just wasn't sure if I was going to win it because I was going, I was going through a lot of pitchers too. Because after my starter was done, I was burning up the bullpen, so I wasn't sure I was going to win the game. But it was a really good game. I love those type of games. Those games keep you on your toes. So if you see me on if you see me on PlayStation, you see me playing MLB the Show, um, you know, send me an invite. We can get a game in because I definitely love baseball. And I'm a man that believes good pitching beats good batting. So there you have it on my mentality on the baseball game. So, um, well, wow, I think that's about it. I really don't have much. I really don't have much more. Like I said, we got a release date for Spider-Man. I don't think anything else is newsworthy today. There's nothing going on. At least not today. I think it was yesterday or something like that. There was some kind of Pokemon announcement for the Nintendo Switch. So, I expect that game to move a lot of Nintendo Switches off the shelf. Um, I don't know how that's. I mean, I know it's gonna make them sell a lot, but I don't know if I don't think it's gonna be a lot for them to catch Xbox. Is what I'm trying to say. Because it's like the the watch is on right now. Everybody is speculating how long it's going to take Nintendo to catch the Xbox in terms of overall units sold. Some people think it can be done this year. I don't think it can be done. Not with Nintendo sitting on um 15, 16 million and the Xbox sitting on 36 million. I just don't think it can be done. We are already we are almost one third through the year. So Nintendo would have to sell, roughly 20 million units the remainder of this year, and Xbox would have to sell nothing just for them to catch up to them. So I just don't think it can be done this year. Um, I think they'll catch them next fall, especially I don't know, especially if Microsoft makes some kind of announcement this year at E3, hinting towards the next generation console. I think that'll definitely probably slow down some sales. I don't think too many more people will jump up and buy an Xbox One X if they know that the next console is right around the corner. I think that would give Nintendo a chance to close the gap, but um I truly believe that if Nintendo has a chance of catching Microsoft this year, it would have to be a situation where those Nintendo Switches, they would have to keep selling like wildfire, and basically Microsoft would have to sit idle. So not a matter if, it's when. If you hear a little bit of rattling in the background, please forgive me. Um, I'm multitasking. I'm finishing off the Caesar salad. I'm having a protein shake. Trying to eat and guzzle that down. So when I get through with this stream, I can head straight over to the PlayStation and get some gaming in because that's my passion. Now that this year, if you have a PlayStation, 2008 is going to be a wonderful year. Um, I would like to say that 2018 could be in terms of variety of games they have coming out with hit after hit exclusives. 2018 could be the best year for PlayStation, but there's still 2019. There's still next year. Um, they've got some good games lined up for next year, so it's hard to say that 2018 is going to be the best year when 2019 is looking pretty good too. But 2018 is going to be a great year if you own a PlayStation. I mean, you should have already enjoyed a lot of great games. I mean, in the past year, we've already had the Shadow of the Colossus remake. We had the Uncharted Lost Legacy. We had the Horizon Zero Dawn. That's just off the top of my head. You had other games, Neo, Persona 5. It's just too many to name. So I would like to think that it's, if you own a PlayStation, you probably got quite a bit. You probably got quite a big backlog right now. I know I do. It's probably going to get bigger because there's a lot of games that's not at the top of my priority list, but I'm still going to get them. And that's what else I was going to say. With me still pushing the PlayStation VR narrative. Now that we've got a release date for Spider-Man, the only thing I'm waiting for, the only thing that's left for me in terms of information for 2018 is the release date of Firewall, Alvo, Special Forces VR, and Blood and Truth. Um, because those, we already got Bravo Team out of the way. Those other games that I just mentioned, those are the games I'm waiting for release dates on. Um, Special Forces VR was, when it was first announced, I think they were shooting for spring of this year. I don't think it's going to happen because I haven't even heard anything about the beta yet. I've signed up for the beta and I haven't gotten any kind of emails about it yet. So I just can't see Special Forces being ready in the spring if the beta isn't even up and running yet. But I'm still hopeful that the game will come out this year. Excuse me. I'm still hopeful that Firewall will be out this year. I'm still hopeful that Alva will be out and Blood and Truth. So at least at the very minimum, that's 4 PlayStation VR games that I'm looking forward to, in addition to their other exclusives. And then there's still some PlayStation exclusives on the VR that I still plan on picking up at some point or another, with Moss being one of them. First time I saw the trailer for that game, it was a game that I wasn't sure I would like, but after I played the demo, I said, yeah, this is definitely something that's going to be on my radar. I will get it at some point. So yeah, again, 2018 is going to be a great year for gamers. If you own multiple consoles, it definitely will not be a bad year for you for 2018. I know it won't for me. I'm enjoying myself right now. I'm having the time of my life. So I don't think I got too much more than that. Give me a second. Let me check out old reliable N4G. See if there's any headlines worth talking about. I looked at it earlier today, and most of it was dominated by Spider-Man news. Insomniac Games confirms that Spider-Man will never be on Xbox One. Well, kind of figured that. Far Cry 2 features more advanced physics than Far Cry 5, despite being released 10 years ago. I've never played any of the Far Cry games, so see here. Marvel Spider-Man looks amazing in new screenshots from PS4 Pro. So Spider-Man releases exclusively on PlayStation on September 7th. You know, this is more. It's a bunch of Spider-Man news right now on N4G. No, there's nothing else on here worth talking about. Yeah, here's an interesting title. PUBG Mobile is infested with bots. See, here's another headline. Did Ubisoft just tease Watch Dogs 3 with this is everything tweet? I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. Yeah, that's it. No news. So other than the Spider-Man release, so I think that's gonna go ahead and do it for me. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Um, so just want to make sure again, that tomorrow's guest will be King Thrash at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you tune into it. He's an outspoken person. Um, he's no stranger to controversy. So um, any question that I would ask him, he's prepared to meet him head on. So again, you don't want to miss that. And I think that's going to do it. I think I'm about to go jump on the PlayStation and get a game in of MLB The Show before I go to bed. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. I'll more than likely I'll do a podcast on Friday, and then I think moving forward, um, I've said it before about making full blown videos. I would prefer that, but it is very time consuming, and with me having to be at work at 6 in the morning and the whole process taking anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, it can be really time consuming. And then there's still, I'm still juggling the YouTube channel and going to the gym and working my private life. So you know, sometimes it's just not enough hours in the day. So, but I think what I figured out that I'm going to do, I think that I can make a video Friday or Saturday night and then upload it in the morning. So I think moving forward, I can at least try to, give you at least one video a week. Um, my last one was the GT Sport review. And then I think the week before that, I had the MLB The Show review, which I can't believe that video is still picking up steam. I'm sitting at 310 views on that game. That I am pleasantly shocked. And again, thanks to everybody who watched that video. I really appreciate it. So that's going to do it, everybody. I will talk to you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Don't you dare miss it. This is your boy Lincoln Clay. I will holler at y'all later. I am out.